Okay, we now move to the presentation for this weekend's 3 place getters in the 2nd annual Commodore Cup Endurance Challenge. This event has been held to commemorate the life of Ashley Cooper, the former Commodore Cup competitor who was tragically killed in a crash in the Fujitsu V8 Supercar Series at Adelaide last year. As a tribute to Ashley's family and as a token of thanks for them allowing us to use this event in Ashley's honour, would you please welcome Ashley's sister Rachel to present the trophies to this weekend's Commodore Cup place getters. In 3rd place overall, ladies and gentlemen, from West Coast Windows Racing, please join me in congratulating Jeff Emery and Ross McGregor. Congratulations, boys. Ross, you said to me at the beginning of the year that your goal for this year was to get a podium finish at some stage during the season. You've done it. How does it feel?
Sensational. Went a lot of years coming, but we got there. And look, I just want to thank Jeff. Obviously, the co-driver was very important in this. I let him have some of the time, but I hogged as much as I could until it looked dangerous. We weren't going to get into 3rd, and then I let him have a drive. And I'd just like to thank Mental Glass for sponsoring this round. Feels like drives one of my other cars, and he's really loving this round. And without sponsors like Mental Glass, we wouldn't have this event. And this is our 2nd Enduro. Absolutely magnificent fun. The crews really get into it. The camaraderie in our group's just sensational. Great to see Tag coming in front of us. We'd rather them be behind us, but if they've got to be somewhere, happy to see them. It's great to see the Domishes boys, some battlers in our category that love racing and try to get here as much as they can up on the podium. Well done, boys.
Thanks very much, Ross. And Jeff, I'll just get a couple of words from you as well. You've got the flu, fair enough. 5-time Commodore Cup champion Jeff Emery, it's great to have him running in Commodore Cup this weekend. Always turns it on when he comes back from the Fujitsu V8 Supercar Series. The runners-up this weekend driving the WA Freight Group Alternative Freight Services Commodore. Great looking car, great win in the wet weather race yesterday, and followed up with a strong top 5 finish again. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Tony Bates and reigning Fujitsu V8 Supercar champion Steve Owen. Tony, it's been a while since we've seen you up here on the podium at a Commodore Cup event. How does it feel to be back?
Yeah, really good, thanks Lockie. Tough weekend, trying conditions for all the competitors. And obviously the Domos were the most consistent over the weekend, both drove really well, and they deserve the win in the end.
Thanks very much, Tony. And Steve, you had a busy weekend jumping between the V8 touring cars and the Commodore Cup race car. How does Commodore Cup compare to some of the other categories that you've raced in?
I actually enjoyed it, even though it's not as fast. The cars, you can just drive so loose and sideways and smoke off the tyres, so it's good fun from a driver's perspective, and good to race against some of the regular guys that are out there every week.
Now, you're doing the V8 Supercar Endurance races with the Holden Racing team this season. How valuable is this event in terms of preparing you for those upcoming endurance races?
Well, to be totally honest, driving the Commodore Cup can't teach you some bad habits for the supercar, because you're driving sideways everywhere and that doesn't work in those cars. But it's certainly a lot of fun to drive, but I think probably the biggest thing I'll take away from this is the seat time in the race car, because that's always hard to get.
Thanks very much, Tony. There we have them, runners-up this weekend. Tony Bates.
Yeah, just one last thing. A big thank you to Rachel for coming down for the weekend. As we all know, Ashley was a tremendous competitor and a just down-to-earth good bloke, him and his dad. And I think it's wonderful that we commemorate Ashley. I know they're doing it in the Utes, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to remember Ashley, and hopefully we continue to do it. And to the organisers of this event, I think it's thrown a tremendous amount of interest in the competition, and looking at all the drivers and the amount of cars out there, I think it's a wonderful weekend. So thanks for everyone for supporting it, sponsors, and a big thank you to my crew for giving us a sensational car for the weekend. So thanks again.
Thank you very much, Tony and Rachel. Will present the runner-up trophies to Tony Bates and Steve Owen, second place overall this weekend. Okay, now time for the biggest celebration of all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the Ashley Cooper Memorial Trophy and the winners of the second annual Commodore Cup Endurance Challenge. Give a big round of applause to Jason and Craig Domashans. Craig, it's been a while since we've seen you in a Commodore Cup car. Great job this weekend. How is it to get back behind the wheel?
It's good. I've been behind the wheel for a while, so no, it was good just to get out and have a bit of a run around. And yeah, no, everything went really smooth, and we had a good race. So yeah, that was great.
Jason, congratulations, mate. You've flown in under the radar this year. You've been putting consistent performances together in the first 2 rounds of the series. You've come up round with this weekend, and I can tell you that you're now also the Commodore Cup Series leader. So what does that mean for your plans for the rest of the season?
Well, pretty much means I've got to keep racing, so we'll have to find the budget to keep going. But I'd just like to thank Dad and the pit crew and my brother. They've done a great job, and consistency seems to pay off. That's all we can keep doing, consistent. Thanks.
Congratulations, there they are, the winners of the Commodore Cup Endurance Challenge for 2009, Jason and Craig Domashans.